Hi, welcome back to Waxing On, Classic Rock, and today we're looking at the first album, the first solo album by Paul McCartney. Simply entitled McCartney. Now there's a whole history going on with this. If you want to go online, Wikipedia, you can check it out. So much is happening now. 1969 he starts recording this. The Beatles are starting to wrap up with Let It Be. They're trying to do the recordings. Lennon's looking at wanting to get out of the group. McCartney's all upset that Lennon's leaving. He's off in seclusion. They're getting together trying to finish off the Let It Be album. There's controversy over when this gets released. Is it going to interfere with Let It Be? A whole mess. Myself, I'm just sitting back going to the record store and find myself a new McCartney album. All that background really didn't matter because we weren't aware of it then. But if you want to find out the whole story, you can go on. It's all on there. A lot of details. But let's just look at the music. Actually, that was the back cover I showed you. Here's the front cover. Very famous photo. Photography on here by, of course, Linda Eastman or Linda McCartney. The back photo I showed you there was Paul and his daughter, tucked away in his coat. Okay, the first album. He's in seclusion. He's doing everything. He's writing the tunes. He's playing all the instruments. He's got himself a 4-track recorder. He's engineer. He's producing. He's doing it all, putting it together. The other guys aren't even really aware of what he's up to. Now, not everything on here is a classic. I mean, the first tune on the album is one called The Lovely Linda, 45 seconds. Basically, it was him testing out the equipment to see how it works. So he comes up with this little melody he sings out. It ends up on the album. Who knows? There's a mix of regular songs and instrumentals. So not everything is, got lyrics with it. I'll just show you the album. Firstly, it's a one record set, although it comes in a gatefold package. And there's the back photo. I'm sorry, I'm getting a glare there, guys. Front cover. Inside, we've got a slew of photos from Linda. Okay, and a few other back photos. Now, surprisingly, with all the hoopla going on, this is still getting released on Apple Records. So, anyways, let's take a look at the songs on here. Of course, like I say, we've got Paul doing all the instruments, all the voices. Some of the ones he said he recorded singing along with the guitar, and then he'd add the other instruments after. But he's playing it all. He had done a lot of different instruments over the course of the Beatles. This one's very stripped down. Again, it's not overly produced. There's not a lot of extras to it. It's basically him just, minimal recording equipment, minimal instrumentation, doing the tunes. So we start off, number one was Lovely Linda, that demo that he left in there. That would be something. Again, here's another one that you look at and say it's kind of a throwaway because there's not a lot of lyrics in there, but it's a catchy tune. We got Valentine's Day, the first instrumental. Every Night. Now, I thought Every Night was a good song. It was a nice tune. It's one of the ones that's one of my favorites off the album. We've got Hot as Sun and Glasses, Junk, and Man, We Was Lonely. Another good tune in there. So that's side one. So a couple of instrumentals, Hot as Sun and Valentine's Day. We go over on to side two. We've got Ooh You, a lot of guitar in there. Mama Miss America, another instrumental. Teddy Boy, Sing Along Junk. Now, on first side of the album, we had a song called Junk. Sing Along Junk's the instrumental version. I guess, obviously, if you want to sing along, man, there you go. We got Maybe I'm Amazed, and that is probably the big hit off the album. Paul on piano. He did it a lot in concerts. Wings Across America, Maybe I'm Amazed is in there. I believe on the Unplugged, we also had that. That really was the big hit off of this album. One that really stood out. And we wrapped it up with Create a Core. Quite a mix of tunes. Again, the solo artist coming out. We don't have the other guys influencing him because I was watching the video for Let It Be, and really there's a lot of that put together in the studio. even though they'd written the core songs, when they get together, everybody's contributing ideas, they're contributing the shape of the song, they might have, a different idea on lyrics. It was more of a group effort than what you'd realize. And that package I talked about, I guess it was around Christmas time, where I had the Beatles, Let It Be, the movie, and there's one of the segments is just before the concert, they had a little bit of behind the scenes on all the recording, and I mean, I'll tell you, there was a lot more to it than what I realized. This one, not so much. This one's straight up McCartney. First outing on his own. The Beatles still hadn't broken up yet. They were just wrapping up the recording on Let It Be. He slips this out. There was some talk that maybe he was part of the impetus for the final split up when he started doing this. Again, you can read all the background on it, decide for yourself. For me, it was all about the music. And there's some great McCartney tunes on here, a variety of vocals and instrumentals, and a couple of real catchy tunes that, went on to be hits. I'm thinking Every Night and Maybe I'm Amazed are two of them. So that's it for Wednesday. McCartney, Paul's first solo album. We'll see you on Friday. Till then, everybody take care, stay safe. Hey, thanks for stopping by.